Today we're talking about the automotive challenges within the digital transformation space. And we will be talking about the passenger cars, commercial trucks, and machinery. There is always various ways in addressing those. When you go back and look at the ERPs or the dealer management solutions, or even the various things linked to them like RFIDs, how to track the cars within the premises, and how to monitor the performance of the whole dealership, there comes the trick. It's a bit challenging, I would have to say. However, there is a lot of aspects involved in that process. One of them, and it's actually the main challenge within that journey, is the manpower, or the management, or the employees within any organization, which is change of management. And whenever you're going through that journey, the main topic that you have to address is actually having a system which is very reliable as an ERP, tied up to a dealer management solution with very reliable APIs. In other words, it's the integration between both of them. And at the end of the day, whatever systems that are linked to there, that they also are made sure that they are in place and you don't get too many connections. We try to keep it simple as much as we can in order to have this direct communication or dialogue between the systems and each other, and therefore having the information reliability, which is key in this process. When you look at the other aspect of it, which is the human resources or manpower within the organization, and when you want to go through that part, that's actually the toughest. You can have the best systems in the world, and if the manpower or your employees are not using it correctly and dynamically and updating all the data real time on the systems, it's basically going to be unuseful, I would have to say. The main issue here when you want to have a reliable system is to make sure that your people are ready for it. The change management part, making sure that your employees are actually well educated and have the knowledge into using and updating the systems real time. And I would have to say I've seen it across my journey, and it has always been a challenge. Some of the companies, I wouldn't say enforced, but educated their employees on the importance of that. It is key there to make your employees well aware of what does that bring to the table, what is the benefits of it. When you look at it from that side, on how it reflects on their performance and how they get appraised for it, and not just appraised but even praised, because it simply shows on the analytics part how they perform, if they are doing good, and based on that, numbers don't lie. That is a very important part when you're looking at a system. And I would say that is the main challenge, which is manpower and your employees. However, again, that takes us back. You still have to do the steps right. You always start by studying your infrastructure and seeing what is best for your team and the core. And always look at how your setup is. In a lot of cases, you might have to tailor things from your end even, not just the system. Yes, the system you can customize and configure a lot of aspects in. I mean, there is always a happy flow, as we call it, or a best practice within the industry. But at the end of the day, you can still tailor some of it. You can customize them. But however, always go back to the happy flow, which is the best scenario within the business, best scenario within the industry, I would say. It has always worked for companies, especially that who are well aware of the challenges of the market. They are willing to address that within their teams, and they see that it's an absolute necessity to work on it. That is where the real progress happens. And that is how you actually are able to succeed within the industry and be able to face those challenges and turn them into opportunities. Therefore, whenever you are looking at the digital transformation journey, always look at it from this aspect: the system and the people. Of course, at the end of the day, the budget comes in line, and that is also key. But don't try to compromise on any of the aspects, because at the end of the day, it will impact your progress, it will impact your succession. And at the end, you are trying to create a flow in which higher executives or managers or even company owners or dealers, all the stakeholders, they need to see the analytics. And the importance of the analytics here, it's not just to see some numbers, but it's actually to monitor the productivity, look at the return on investment, ROI in this case. Even from a top view, they need to be well aware of what's happening on the ground level, even how to serve their customers better. And it's not just about I send a mystery shopper or someone to dig deeper in what is the problem, but when you input the right information real time, that impacts on your success. It simply makes people know how to help and how to push going forward as a team. That is very key there. Therefore, the next time you're thinking of a digital transformation, as much as it seems a tough decision or hard one, it's pretty much straightforward. You have to get all the aspects right in place. That's it.